The Demise of the Public School in America, presented by Becca Heeman, Professor Anthony, Class Orientation and Preparation, Keystone College. There are three recurring topics in the conversation of public schools: money, government participation, standardized testing, and home environment. Each of these issues equally creates a significant impact on our public schools and will be explained individually during this presentation. Money. Money is always the beginning and end of discussion regarding the public school system. Funding for public schools comes from three primary sources: state revenues, local property taxes, and federal funds. With this in mind, we can conclude school districts that suffer from high unemployment rates do not receive and/or lose funding throughout time, creating a major gap between similar districts. Government. The United States government remains proactive in public schools for one simple reason: investment. Investments in human capital, especially through formal education, are a very significant source of economic growth. Standardized testing. After years of seeing little results, the United States government has attempted a few major education legislative actions such as No Child Left Behind Act, Goal 2000, and Common Core. The current answer for results is standardized testing, despite studies suggesting they have little or even negative impact on a child's education. This enormous growth in standardized testing is not based on evidence that such testing is good for schools or students. Quite the contrary, research increasingly warns it produces significant negative impacts on students and learning and should not be relied on to make important educational decisions about schools or students. Home environment. The American family has changed a lot within the last 5 decades. Formerly, parents' primary role in the home with regard to schooling was to ensure that children were properly fed, adequately dressed, and ready to learn when they attend school. With our local economy, both parents are working and barely have time to ensure their children are receiving nutritious meals daily. Not only are Americans working longer hours than at any time since statistics have been kept, but now they are also working longer than anyone else in the industrialized world. Parents have very little time to help their children with homework and an even smaller time frame to help teachers in any way. Solutions? Perhaps money isn't the issue in itself. Maybe funds need to be used in a different manner. Schools could grow their own gardens, maintain animals, invest in solar energy. We need food and energy to survive. Not only would these investments help decrease some of the costs associated with the school systems, it would be teaching our children survival, allowing them to become contributing members of their society. Different strategies, lessons, and classrooms in general need to be applied in order for our children in public school system to remain competitive in today's global market. Conclusion. There are a few major factors that influence and play crucial roles in our public school system. Remaining in this current cycle will only create the demise of the public school system in America. Our actions regarding the public school system allow outsiders to see a demonstration of insanity, repeating the same action, expecting different results. It would take a lot of dedication and education, but I believe we could in fact become a leader in education again if given the opportunity.